Excellent. We've got a few logged in, which is great. Um, so the first thing that I want to do, and please, by all means, just add questions to the side. I've got it set up so I can see the questions pretty well. So go for it in regards to the questions, and we're better off answering them as we go. So the AFCC mini websites, when members join, you automatically are given a mini website. So if you were to go to afcc.com.au and log in and then go manage your website, then you will be able to see right in the URL bar what your URL is. So if you don't have a website, you need to be giving out the AFCC website, so your mini website. So uh, a lot of members have already well, not so much activated because they are automatically activated, but a lot of members have already updated their mini websites, which is great, but we certainly need more to do it because the more we have, the more members we have active in their mini websites, the better our chances are of being more prominent in Google and those Yahoo searches, all those types of things. So we'll continue to always do SEO work. So we'll always work on keywords and key searches. The problem that we have as an association is that we are national. So therefore, keywords are really difficult when it comes to locations. We have a lot of locations. So we can stick to the capital cities, sure, but that wouldn't be fair because our members are right across the country. So it's something that I continually work on in the back end of the website, and particular with our SEO guys as well. But just, I suppose, imagine this: if we have 2,000 members and you all go in and put your Facebook link, your LinkedIn link, your Instagram account link, and then somewhere in your mini website, you put your URL for your personal website. That's 4 or 5 backlinks that automatically get fed in to our SEO search. So I'm going to just cover off some things that I really want you to look at with your mini website. Um, it's instant. So it's instant. So as soon as you update something, so as soon as you update your uh, Cherie, I've actually fixed that today. I'm not quite sure if Stacey has come back to you, but with that review, I've fixed that for you. So that review is gone, and the correct review is sitting there. So it's really important too that all the information is up to date because we don't want out of date email addresses, phone numbers, links. But so if you've got all of your links on there, that's going to work in our favor as a group. So and it's really important that you put profile photos up as well. So if you want to upload your profile photo, by all means. If you want your logo, that's okay. It's entirely up to you what you put there. If you want a photo of a couple, we don't control what you use. But when people are looking through the Find a Celebrant search, it's so important that they see photos and not that little silver silhouette. So I encourage everybody to make sure that you have a photo there as well. Contact details, so your phone number, your email address. The address is optional. While it's mandatory, make it up. Like, so for example, you could just put Sydney for the suburb, or you could put Sydney area for the address and then Sydney for the suburb. So you don't really have to put in your correct address. You could just generalize it. So I think mine is Vincent Street, which is the main street of Cessnock. I don't put my my physical address there. So, but it lets people know, excuse me, where I'm based. Absolutely. If you want to put the AFCC logo to your own pages, yeah. So in the website, Marlene, there is members logo that you can download, and by all means, please use that on your website because it helps with the branding of the AFCC. It's really important that you include somewhere in your mini website your own personal website. If I think it's a section, if I put it, it says a bit about you. At the end of that, maybe put for more information or to see me in action, or if you'd like to know more, put your own website because, again, if we have 2,000 members and you all put your own website link within your profile, that automatically works with Google as a backlink. And I'll explain backlinks a little bit later because backlinks are really, really important. So when you go into your profile, make sure that you have your Facebook link, your Twitter account, your LinkedIn, and I think it's also got Instagram. You can't, so with we'll use Facebook for an example. You can't use www.facebook.com/Anthony Burke. You need the entire URL, which includes the HTTP, all that. So the colon and the forward slashes. So that has to all be in there as well. So make sure that you use the entire URL. So if you go to your LinkedIn or your Twitter account or your Instagram account, make sure you copy across the entire Facebook link, the entire URL. And that goes for Facebook as well. I know that some members have had some issues with that. And once I've gone into the back end of your mini website, I've been able to see that that's the issue. Make sure you put information in there about you. I've come across some profiles where you've just put your photo and that's it. Make sure it's so important for engagement. Marketing-wise, we've got 3 seconds to capture their attention. So if you don't have any information in there about yourself, then we're going to have a dropout rate that we don't want. So also your values, and be quirky, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later for the social media side. Gone are the days of being modern, young. We're all young, we're all modern, we're all living in the same world. You've got to come up with some words that make you unique and different and creative. So, be cheeky, geeky, whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you, but have some fun with it. Whatever your unique style of celebrancy is, you need to put that into words so then when people see you on our website, then they interact, they immediately get that attention with you, or they're captured by you. So I've seen some really cool ones, and I'm going to ask some members if I can share that about when I send out an email about the mini website. So be creative, definitely. Education and accreditation, important. Make sure you put them down. Do they care if you've got a Bachelor of Education or an arts degree? I'm not too sure, but that's entirely up to you. It's free for all. What I will say is with the education and accreditation, keep it simple. Hey, Bruce, thanks for joining. Keep it simple because you don't want to lose anybody. It's important. Anything, if you've got event management, if you've got qualifications in creative writing, or whatever it might be, obviously things that link to celebrancy, that's what couples want to hear about. So when I've searched for different profiles and you have a construction certificate, think like a couple. Are they going to care that you have a construction certificate? Again, not saying whether they do or they don't, but I'll leave that up to you. The find a celebrant mechanism. I get lots of questions about how that works. So in your AFCC mini profile, in your mini website, there's a section that says services, so what you offer, the location that you service, and also the languages that you can cater for. English is compulsory, and then obviously you're able to elaborate on that. Services, location, and language all have a direct impact on the Find a Celebrant search. If you don't have the services, location, and the language in there, you are not going to come up on the Find a Celebrant search. So please make sure that you have everything in there that you offer. Big feedback. about the location. We have celebrants that are happy to travel around the country, and that's fine if you want to put that in your mini website. I actually discourage you doing that because we have a high dropout rate. And what I've been doing is I've actually been keeping track of how that works. So if we have a celebrant, a couple that's looking for a celebrant in Melbourne, and they come across profiles that are in WA or Northern Territory, they are dropping out. And I can actually see that. I go through our statistics with a fine-tooth comb. So I encourage everybody to, I'm all right with everybody traveling around the country, that's fine, but I really encourage you to put in the areas that are your local locations. So for me, it's the Hunter Valley, Newcastle, Central Coast. I don't even put Sydney. So because that's where 95% of my business is. So while putting Australia is fine, it's actually giving you a disadvantage in the search mechanism. So just bear that in mind if you do have all the different locations around. That's cool. I know that, there's some celebrants that are based in Perth, but they also got a home in Melbourne and they travel between. Common sense to put that in. But if you live in Sydney and you're willing to travel the country, I just ask you to second guess whether those locations are right for your AFCC mini website. Photo gallery, make sure you put some information up on the photo gallery. Really important to have some photos there because, again, that really helps with our SEO. Something that I will try and, hey Julie, welcome. Something that I'll try and explain. A photo has a file name. So when let's say you save a photo to your desktop, it has a file name. When you load that to social media, to a website, to some sort of forum, that file name works in with keywords. So if I have a photo of a couple from Sydney, I really should title that photo something to do with celebrancy and Sydney. So when I upload that to my website, to my AFCC mini website, or to social media, that file name then becomes code wording. And that means that that's going to get picked up by things like Google. So really important, when sometimes, and I ask you to have a look at some of your photos, and whether you just right click and go properties or you just hover over the photo that's saved on your computer or your device, generally they just have like a huge long number. I want you to change that. I want you to change that to a name or to a title or to something that reflects that photo. It might be beach photo, beach wedding. It might be park wedding. It might be a wedding in the vineyards. It might be wedding in the vineyards 1, wedding in the vineyards 2. So that you can have multiple and be able to load those. So something to think about. Make sure that the name of that photo is reflective of the type of photo. So then that'll help you. And that's going to help you with your own personal websites and social media as well. And we'll touch on that a little bit more. Reviews are really important. We've got huge amount of reviews coming through thick and fast, which is amazing because it's feedback, it's testimonials, it's real time, it's great. So I encourage you to have your couples jump onto your mini profile and fill out the review. If you want to, only the last reviews can, yes. So what we're doing is we are looking at changing the way the reviews work. We want, like, if you've got 10 reviews, the last 3 only show. So I'm working with the website guys to have that updated. The website's 2 years old now. It's time now, and the National Committee agree with me. It's time now to make some changes to give it a facelift and update it a little bit more. So there's certainly going to be some work done in the reviews section. If you want to put a review on your own profile, that's fine. If a couple send you a testimonial and they're happy for you to use it, you are more than welcome to put that on your AFCC mini website, but you need to be logged out. You can't review yourself. So make sure you're logged out of your AFCC mini website or your account. Then find yourself in the Find a Celebrant search. And all you need to do is put in your name or put in your surname and it will find you. Go to the reviews tab and you can leave the review as if the couple is doing it. So if you're having trouble leaving reviews, it's because you're logged in. So be sure to log out so you can review yourself. So there's just a few things that I'd really love you all to concentrate on with your mini website, because if we've got nearly 2,000 members and we're so close to that magic number, if we all have links, if we all have keywords in that, and keywords, marriage celebrant, the location that you are, wedding, funeral, baby naming, all those types of things, they're all keywords. It's going to help our website overall. And the thought from the National Committee is we want to push the AFCC. We want to raise our brand. We want to have everybody know about the AFCC, because therefore we as members get a better share of the market that's currently out there. Hey Bev, welcome. Can we recognize the placement or order of the reviews? No, you can't. The reason being is it's coded. So, but what we're doing is we're going to, hey Avis, welcome. What we're doing is we're going to look at a bit like a Find a Celebrant search. It's random. So when someone looks for a marriage celebrant, the order that it comes up is random. So I've had some members contact me and say that they've gone into the website, they've done the search, and then they've gone back an hour later and it's the same order. The reason being is because it's coming from the same IP address. It's coming from your own computer. It won't change. So for example, if Avis in Adelaide and I go onto the Find a Celebrant search, it will be completely different for both of us because it's two separate IP addresses for an internet search. So it's randomized. So it just comes up in different orders when couples or clients search for celebrants on the website. And it's really exciting because we're starting to have members get bookings from the website. And that's the whole idea of it. We didn't spend tens of thousands of dollars on an awesome website for it just to sit there. We want it to get moving, and it's starting to. The work that's been done over the last 18 months is starting to have an impact, which is really exciting. And we will, as a national committee, make sure that we continue that to make sure that we don't fall behind in the technology space. So that's the website. Does anybody have any questions about that? I've had a naming ceremony booked through. That's excellent, Laura Lee. That's fantastic. If you're getting bookings or inquiries from the AFCC website, it's starting to work, which is really good. Actually, it makes me really excited. I'm really, really excited. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. Does anybody have any questions around that? Absolutely. If somebody posts a review on your Facebook page, because it's a public domain, you can copy and paste that. Yep, that's no problem at all. Can Mid-North Coast, New South Wales be listed as a location? Maxine, I'm shocked that we don't have that. Yeah, absolutely. I can add that in. I'm really shocked that we don't have Mid-North Coast as an option. Good question, Maxine. Actually, if there's a location, I'm so sorry. If there's a location that you would like added to the Find a Celebrant search, let us know and we can add it in. Really easy to do. Of course, I don't want to have, for let's say a couple are looking for a celebrant in Victoria, I don't want to have 100 locations because people will get annoyed with our website. So I do need to streamline it a little bit. I'm not going to put, if there's 20 suburbs in a 20-kilometer radius, it's not going to happen. But certainly if you have a location that you'd like me to consider, president@afcc.com.au is my email. Flick it to me. Easy to add that on. Can we list our, oh, hang on a second, I've missed one. How do you direct a couple to the review page? So all you need to do, Tarina, is go onto your own profile. So find yourself in the Find a Celebrant search, click on the reviews tab, and then copy the URL and then send that to your couples, and they'll be able to leave a review for you. Can we list ourselves on more than one Find a Celebrant tab, i.e., yes, so what happens is in the services area, you can list everything that you do: marriage, funeral, naming ceremony, commitment, renewal of vows. If you list all of them, then there's 3 boxes. If you go to our website and click on Find a Celebrant, you will see that there's a marriage, funeral, and an others ceremony tab. If whatever you decide in your services, it will automatically upload. Hey, Ivan, welcome. It will automatically upload you into that Find a Celebrant. So if you click marriages, if you click funerals, and if you click on naming ceremonies, then you will be displayed in all 3 of the Find a Celebrant mechanisms. Can we list ourselves? Oh, I've just done that. I have only just been registered and need to develop a website. Any recommendations on where or how to start? If you go onto the AFCC if you go onto the AFCC Facebook page, I know that there's been threads before. If you ask the question there, then there's lots of there's so many places that you can build a website. There's literally thousands. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to have a good website. But if you want to email me, I'm more than happy to give you some advice on that. Or again, as I said, I know that there's been some threads on website discussion in the closed Facebook page as well. Hey, Kerry, welcome in. Is it only me or are you cutting in and out? Diane, I could be cutting in and out. It comes down to the internet connection on both ends. It comes down to my internet connection and it comes down to your internet connection. So what we'll do is let's move on to social media. It's a massive space. There's lots to talk about in the social media space. What I'm going to do is keep it quite not basic, but information that you can take away now and implement into your social media side of things today, tomorrow, whatever you want. Social media rapidly changes, and if you deal with social media on a daily basis, you'll understand that. It challenges us, but what we need to do is we don't need to see it as a challenge. We need to really embrace it as an opportunity. The way the world is working, social media is only going to get bigger. For an example, on a monthly basis, there are 15 million monthly users here in Australia for Facebook. That's massive. That's, it's like it's 69.7 or 69.6% of Australia's population are on social media. If you're not on social media, you're missing out on potential clients. When you have a minute, can you do it? Kathy, no, I'm not here to OPD plug. Maybe. So it's really important that you have a social media presence. When I attended the UK Business Show in November in London, Raja from Google said, if you don't have a social media presence nor a digital presence, so our website, your business will not be existing in 5 to 6 years' time. So it's really important, and I know it can be a bit scary, but that's what we're here for. We're here to guide you and to support you in any way that we can. So be sure that, yes, you need a personal Facebook page, but from that, you need to create a business Facebook page. If you don't have one, this session is not to be about how to create one. I'm going to give you some hints and tips on implementing things and some strategies to help you get a better presence, I guess. So really important that you have that understanding. What social media? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, all those types of things. Correct. Yes, that's right, Ivan. Google+ is on its way out. If you are currently using it, great, as it still helps with your digital presence. But yeah, it's on its way out. So I'm going to talk about Facebook and Instagram. If you're not familiar with LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a great place to network for business to business. As a celebrant, do I personally think you can gain business from LinkedIn? Yes, but it's highly unlikely. If you are a real estate agent, a solicitor, someone that offers that type of professional service, then LinkedIn is really good. Like for LinkedIn, for my business coaching and motivational speaking business, yes, I can get generations or lead generations from there because it's business to business. Not often do I get a couple coming to me and say, "Hey, I found you on LinkedIn." So if you want to do it, great. It's good for networking. It's good to learn from different LinkedIn accounts. Those that are on there. There's some people that I follow that give out good content that I learn from. So it's entirely up to you for that. So in regards to, thank you. In regards to, I've got some stats here for you, and so, in regards to the monthly users in Australia for Facebook, there's 3.5 million each month that are aged 18 to 25. There's 6.1 million every month that are aged 25 to 39. So, to me, that's where we need to target 18 to 39. Of course, we can target all ages because all people get married, all people die, and we can bury them. People in their 50s are still having children, so we can do their naming ceremony. So, and there's renewal of vows. So I'm not saying that you can't target all ages, but in regards to who's getting married, 18 to 39 is a really good bracket, and you've got nearly 10 million people on Facebook on a monthly basis. So 60% of our population have a Facebook account. So it's really important that we all have a Facebook account for our businesses. Instagram have 9 million users per month. So it's a little bit different for Instagram. Instagram is tailored for females aged 18 to 25. So if that's who you want to target, open yourself an Instagram account. And most brides are on Instagram. Instagram's really good for, it's a visual. It's a visual impact. It's, when someone's scrolling through Instagram and you put up a photo. So photos that I put up of ceremonies, very rarely do I put up photos of couples. It's, about the location. It's about where I am, what I'm doing. My Instagram account is both personal and business. I don't have a separate, and it's for all the business that I have and the personal stuff that I do as well. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do with Instagram. So I'm going to leave Instagram out. Look, for Instagram, when you post, you can put quite a few hashtags. So hashtags are like tagging something. So a hashtag might be wedding, might be Sydney, might be celebrant, it might be vineyard wedding, it might be beach wedding, it might be photography, it might be venue, whatever it might be. But it's you hashtag, and then what happens is when I'm going through, I put my interests on Instagram, so that's what gets shown to me. The things that I interact. So when bride and grooms are interacting on Instagram, that is all generated by hashtags. It's a really big topic, and I know that I'm really excited to be delivering an advanced social media session at the conference again this year, and we're going to have lots more time than we did the previous conference. So I'm going to go more into Instagram then. Just in regards to, before I move on to Facebook, something that I learnt in London at the business show was email versus messenger. So Facebook Messenger, they're linked. Um, okay, yep. So just in regards to um, yes, so Julie, creative hashtagging is really important. And Google, Google what are the trends? What are the hashtag, like Google hashtags for weddings or hashtag trends for wedding industry. Google will tell you everything that you need. Um, and I'll come back to my Instagram account. I should know it off by heart, but I think it's ant_Burke85, I think. Um, can you touch on followers? The more followers you have, the better. Do not, and please make sure you never ever pay for followers, nor pay for followers on Instagram or Facebook. Google hate it, so please do not pay for them. Actually, Facebook really hate it. Never pay for them. Once you have them, it's so hard to delete them. It's great to have 10,000 followers, but if you've paid for 9,000 of those, you're talking to people that don't care about you. So really important, never pay for it. Kathy, thank you. Ant_Burke_12 is my Instagram. So, you want genuine followers. You want to engage with people that are either going to book you for your services, they enjoy following your content. It's this. I tell this all the time. Like my mum follows me on Instagram. My mum follows me on Facebook. But mum's not a client of mine, or mum's not a potential client. But she does often share my content, and her friends and her friends of friends will see that. So really important to have your friends follow you, but they're not your target audience. And it's really important that you try and find out who your target audience are. And it's not going to happen overnight. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit of time. My gosh, time goes so fast here. Something I want to quickly tell you again about email versus messenger. So Raja from Google gave these statistics in his presentation. The average open rate, I want you to write this down because you need to see it, because I didn't believe it when I first saw it on the screen. The average open rate of an email is 22.87%. So the average open rate of an email is 22.87%. 22.87%. The average click-through rate, so let's say if you put in your email, you have your website or you have your Facebook page or you have something that's a hyperlink for them to go to another page. The click-through rate on average is 3.36%. This is emails across the board, Maggie, across the board. Now, you have those two figures. Messenger, so Facebook Messenger. So the average open rate of a message through Messenger is 84.3%. The click-through rate for Messenger is 28.3%, which that's massive. I could not believe it. If I went to London and I walked away with just that information, that's a game changer. Yep. Obviously, when we're corresponding with our clients or our book clients or those types of things, obviously that open rate is going to be higher, because there's a lot of factors into it. So click-through rate means if I was to send an email to you, or all of you right now, and I put a link into the AFCC website, and you click that, that's the click-through rate. So how many people actually click through to that link? So that's massive. So I want you to think about, yes, your marketing, but also your contact with your couples and your clients. Are you having couples not get back to you? I found that over the past couple of years, I'm forever emailing couples saying, hey, just following up, just following up, just following. I now use Messenger and I get an instant reply. So it's really important to, I guess, understand. And again, it's not a challenge, it's an opportunity. It's the way the world and the technology is working. So not saying ditch your emails because, we should still email, but I think we need to look at Messenger as a form of communication. And I also now use it for marketing. If I find a person is regularly liking something or engaging on my Facebook page, I send them a personal message to Messenger saying, hey, thank you for following me. Or I might say, thanks for liking this particular post. Or, are you enjoying what you're seeing on my Facebook page? Or, is there anything that I can help you with? So I actually do that on a regular basis now. So I really concentrate on who's liking my content, and I do that through my insights, which I'll talk about that in a second. So maybe try it. Trial the Facebook Messenger. No, so Facebook Messenger, not uh, text messaging. So not from your messaging from your mobile, actual messenger. Yep, yep, great. How do you find your account? So, um, when you go, so what I do is I go to their personal profile, and it gives me an option whether I can or I can't. Sometimes their profile's private, and that's fine, but it gives me an option to message them. So let's say, for example, Heather, you go on and like something on my Facebook page. I've got the option to go to your profile and I can send you a personal message. So it might be just a hello, it might be just something quirky, it might be something funny, it might be something different. Um, but Heather, it could be classed as stalking, but all I'm doing is I'm just engaging with those that are engaging with me. It's the same when someone leaves a review on your Facebook page. You need to interact. You need to go back to them and say, hey, thanks for giving me some feedback. Much appreciated. If you have someone comment on your Facebook page, so let's say you post a photo and someone comments and you don't like that and you don't or you don't reply with a comment, they're less likely to re-engage with you again. So really important that they may not be a potential client, and that's fine. But all it is just touching base with them and letting them know that you've saw that they've liked something or that they've followed you. So it's really just, something small. Trial it. It may not work for you. No problem, Julie. Thanks for joining. This session is being recorded also. So I'm going to send this out to all members. It's a massive file, this video, so I need to upload it to YouTube. So it'll take some time. Yeah, exactly. Face-to-face video, Ivan is great as well. So you can click on that. It's really, really simple to use. Okay, let's get back into the Facebook side of things. So I'll let those figures sit with you regarding email messenger. So digital presence, everybody has a digital presence that's here. If you don't have a Facebook page, everybody has a digital presence because you all have an AFCC mini website. You need to have an understanding of what your clients are looking for. What are your couples searching for? What are they Googling for? What are they looking for on social media? And every one of us is different. So I'm not here to tell you what your unique market is. That's entirely up to you to decide on. But think about, don't think, we need to start thinking outside the square. We need to think about what are our clients thinking? What are they Googling? What are they putting into Google that's allowing us to be shown via our website, or whether it's our Facebook page or the AFCC website for that matter? So what are they Googling? So it's really important that we keep up to date with those trends. And how do you find out? Google it. Google will tell you what the current trends are. So if you Google current wedding trends in regards to keywords, it'll tell you what people are looking for and what they're searching for. Remember, when you're posting something on social media, that 80% is value and 20% is selling. And I know that that sounds really marketing, and it is, but it's true. You don't have to put a post on Facebook saying, you know, book me today. I see a lot of different wedding suppliers. Bookings are filling fast. Using that scarce tactic, which is fine. I've used it. I do it a bit. Um, that fear of missing out. But Facebook are really wanting you to have a conversation with the people that are on Facebook. So and that's why they class it as 80% value. So things that, to post are things like, you set up at a wedding, you're here at this venue, what a glorious day, whatever it might be. You've done a funeral for a 5-year-old child, and it was, you really beautiful to see the amount of people there that showed emotion for this person, or whatever it might be. I'm rambling on there, but uh, you need to look at your content, so what you're posting. And the best thing about social media, the best thing about Facebook, and about all forms of social media, it gives you feedback. If you put something up on Facebook and you don't get likes and you don't get comments, you don't get shares, it's telling you that that's not the right thing to post. So you want to look at your engagement. Everybody that has a business Facebook account, if you go onto that account, if you go up the top to Insights, it'll show you your last post. It'll tell you how many people liked it, how many people commented, how many people engaged, how many people it reached. And you want to regularly check that. Does anybody look at your statistics on a regular basis? Does anybody do that? Mate, it's really important that you jump in and have a look at the insights, because Facebook aren't going. Okay, Facebook are going to tell you how to spend money with Facebook. They're not going to teach you or show you how to convert a sale or how to get a couple to book with you. That's entirely up to us to work out what works in our small business. So, it's really important. Go onto that Insights tab, and it might look completely confusing, but I'm thinking about putting a video together about insights and those types of things that I can share out with everybody. So, have a look, and it'll tell you, it gives you instant feedback. If you post something at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday and you don't get people engaged, don't post at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. Post at 6 o'clock. And if that works, you know that on a Wednesday at 6 o'clock, your followers are ready to engage with you. If you post something at 1 o'clock on a Saturday and you don't get the engagement, don't post again. Post different times. Work out, Facebook tells us, early morning is good, middle afternoon is good, and evening between, 6 and 8 o'clock is good. But that's Facebook broadly. That's not your particular followers. So you need to just work at it, over a month. Have a look at when you get the most likes, when you get the most comments, and they're the times that you need to regularly post, because that's when you're going to get the most attention. So reach and engagement. So engagements are when someone likes or comments or shares your post. Reach means that, let's say you like something on my Facebook page, one of your friends has the potential to see it, and that's classed as reach. So if someone sees it but doesn't engage, so doesn't like or comment, that's classed as a reach. So, for example, I work for a festival here in the Hunter Valley, a food and wine festival. I was able to target their Facebook page, and we reached 1 million people in 3 months promoting that event. And that come down to having a $5,000 budget for social media, but it allowed a broad range of people to see it. So think of it as reaching as people seeing it. Engagement means they're actually actively doing something. So liking or commenting on your post. You need to build trust, be positive, have a motive, connect emotionally. Weddings are emotional, funerals are emotional, baby namings are emotional. Connect emotionally with your followers. I find when I post something about a funeral, I get um, a bigger engagement. You know, people like it, people share it, people love it. So you know, I use that to my advantage, and you know, of course, I get permission from my families, particularly funerals, to share something or to share a photo or to share a photo of the order of service. You know, it's what people engage with me on my Facebook page. So um, I use that content quite regularly. So you know, again, looking at your engagements, what are people liking? What are people commenting? Do more of it. Kylie, um, I do pay for ads, and I do recommend boosting, and I do recommend doing ads. I've actually um, going to do a video on ads and boosting because I want to be able to give a lot of information there, but I do recommend it. I don't spend big bucks on it. So, for example, the last advertising that I did, I had a budget of $150, and my return on investment was 6 weddings. So I was pretty chuffed with that. I know that there's some celebrants that you know, don't spend a lot. There's some celebrants that spend a lot of money. So it's really, again, looking at what works for you in that space. With your posts, again, going back to what I said with your content on your mini website, be cheeky. You know, let your personality, let your character, let your celebrant style come through on your social media. So, you know, cheeky, funny, valuable, you know, make sure that there's some value in it. You know, don't post. Look, and I haven't ever come across it, or haven't come across it a lot. People don't want to know that you're at a cafe having a lunch. On your personal account, possibly. Um, I have 2 sons. They're 3 and 6. I use them. I post on it because it shows that I have children and people can connect that way. But pick and choose what you use to post on your Facebook page. Create a conversation. You know, ask a question. It's really important. You know, Raja talked about this in his Google and Facebook session in November. You know, it's really important that you create conversation, and the way to do that is ask a question. So it might be, you know, what's the funniest thing that you've ever seen at a wedding, or it might be, um, when are you getting married, or um, you know, are you something about a baby naming or a commitment ceremony or whatever it might be. Ask a question, and that way you're getting a conversation, you're getting people interacting with you. The more engagement, the more likes and comments and shares you get, the better off you will be and the more people that see it. So make sure also, one thing that I learned, again, I don't think everybody is perfect at social media, but one thing that I learned was when we do a post, we should put our website, because I talked about backlinks. So on my website, I have links to a photographer, a florist, a DJ, venues, those types of things. They're classed as backlinks. They are external links on my website. So if you put your own website at the bottom of a post in Facebook and somebody shares that, that's classed as a backlink, and Google loves it. So next time you do a post, do your post and then put in your website. It might be the AFCC mini website if you don't have another website, or it could be your actual URL from your website. So I haven't done that enough. I actually haven't been too active on my Facebook page at all lately, but it's something that Facebook really enjoy. They want your backlinks. They want people talking about you. It actually helps you get your Google ranking. They have to be authentic. If you have, let's say you have, okay, so with the businesses that I have 4 websites. Google doesn't like me just putting those 4 websites on there to try and help myself, because they all link up to the same IP address. They need to be external. They need to be something from some other place. Ivan, Google Analytics is super important. It's really confusing though. I don't think they make it easy enough for people to understand. But Google Analytics allows you to know where your visitors are coming from. Are they coming from your AFCC mini website? Are they coming from your social media outlets? Are they coming from a particular photographer website or a venue? Um, so Google Analytics, it's linked to your website. So I use Google Analytics for the AFCC website because it tells me in real fine detail of how long people are spending on the website, how many people have they clicked, what pages are they visiting. So it is really important around that. How Yeah, it is. It's really good, Ivan. So how do I find the URL? So for your mini website, going back to that, so all you need to do is go onto the Find a Celebrant page, put in your name, your profile will come up, and at the top of the in the URL bar, so in the website link, it'll show you what your URL is. Copy and paste that, and that's what you can share. So going back to that, value versus selling, your value will sell itself. You will sell, we as celebrants are our own product, we're our own brand. By having conversation, you will sell your celebrant services. Something that's a little bit scary is Facebook actually listens to you. So let's say, I've got my phone right here, and everything that I've been talking about, Facebook has been listening to. Reason being is because I'm always logged into my Facebook account. So let's say I'm thinking about going on a holiday to the Gold Coast, or I'm thinking about going on a holiday to Rockhampton. This here in Facebook's listening to it. So when I go to Facebook, and you know how you're scrolling through and you get ads come up, it's because Facebook's been listening to you. It's super scary. It's Big Brother stuff, and it's happening all the time. So when brides or grooms or couples, they're looking at, they're talking and they've got their phone and they're talking about looking for a celebrant, or they're talking about weddings and those types of things. They're being displayed ads based on them listening to you. So is it scary? Probably, just the way things are working at the moment. So, you can talk to Google, and I really want to come up to Rocky, and I will definitely look at it. I'll definitely come up to that area because I know Ivan was looking forward to the visit too. So I'll definitely come up that way. So we talk to text. You can ask Google, or you can ask your phone to dial someone. It's only going to get bigger. So a lot of people might go onto Google and they might say celebrants in Perth, and then that's registering through Google. So it's really important that we embrace that a little bit. Something else that's happening with videos, by 2021, Google are saying that 82% of consumer traffic, so customers, are going to book something because they saw a video of that product. That's mass. 82% of people will buy something or book a service because they've seen a video. So something that we as celebrants should do is do a video of ourselves. Record a video, have it professionally done, do it yourself, and put it on your social media, put it on your website, because it's real time. People can generally see you. They can see you in action. If you get a videographer that's tagged you in a video on their social media page, share it across. Add it to that side of thing. Add it to your page as well. 1.5 billion people visit YouTube every month. So make sure you put a video on that. So 1.5 billion people YouTube that every month. Can I just ask, can you still hear me? Great. I was worried that okay, thank you. Thank you. I was worried that because when we get to 8:30, Click Meetings cut us out for the hour, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Um, so Google, so it's called, write this down, Think with Google. It's something that you can go into, and it will help you and give you some hints and tips on videos and different trends, and what's suitable for a 30-second video and what's suitable for a 3-minute video. You know how when you are scrolling through on Facebook and you stop at something, that's the same with marketing. We have 3 seconds to capture someone's attention. So whether it's the start of a video or it's a photo, 3 seconds allows us to have another 30 seconds. If we're still engaged at the end of that 30 seconds, you can then be guaranteed that that person is pretty well going to spend up to 3 minutes with you. So when people are scrolling through and they see a funny photo of you, or they see something quirky, or they see something cheeky, or something that captures their attention, that's that first 3 seconds of marketing. So it's really important that you look at that with your posts, with your photos. So if Google are telling us that people are going to book products and services because of a video, we need to be doing videos. We need to be sharing videos. We need to do live videos. Go live on Facebook. I've saw all types, from cars. People are doing it in their cars, offices, from your lounge, your back room, wine in hand, at the venue, whatever works for you, because every single one of us are different, and we all have that unique style. So again, Facebook and Instagram love videos and photos. So really important that you share that. How often should we post? It's a question that I get asked all the time. Do not post more than once a day. Facebook don't like it. Neither do Google. So posting once a day is fine. I find that interaction is high every every other day. So you might post something on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, whatever it might be. It's really important that you don't overload people. It comes back to value. It comes back to that 80%. Posting 3 or 4 times a day, how much value are you actually giving your following? So maybe if you are posting 2 to 3 times a day and you're not getting the engagement, cut back just to 1 a day and just see if that increases your following or increases your engagement. As I said before, I've got it here highlighted. Do not post for likes. Do not pay, I should say. Do not pay for likes, and do not pay for followers. You do not want 3,000 followers from India, because that's what you're going to get. Do not do it. Don't do it. We talked about keywords on your mini website, and I also talked about keywords on your own website. Facebook is a website, so it's so different. So what you need to do is those keywords that you have on your website, the keywords that you have on your AFCC mini website, you need to put those onto your Facebook page. Where do we put them? In your description, in the About Us. If you've got services, if you've got a menu, put your keywords in that area as well. So because when someone Googles for a marriage celebrant, there is a high percentage or a high chance that your Facebook page is going to be displayed. Why? Because there is billions of people using Facebook, and they have billions of backlinks. They have billions of keywords. Facebook website is no different to the AFCC website. It's no different to our own website. So it's really important that you put your keywords in your Facebook page, so in your profile, all those types of things. So it might be celebrant, your location, marriages, funerals, naming ceremonies, awesome, the trendy words that are about at the moment. Again, as said before, Google those. No worries. Thanks for joining us. Um, I have to go. Do you find you only see the same people, friends on Facebook come up? No, yeah, you do have your following. Um, so on when you have a Facebook page, you can actually go in and have a look at how many people like you and how many people follow you. You want that following to be quite high because they are the people that are seeing your content on a regular basis. Yep, I find that the same people follow or the same people interact. That's why you've got to change your content. That's why you've got to have different photos. So really important to make sure that your content is changing and different. No worries, Marianne. Thanks for joining us. Can we have our mini website? Can we have our mini website have our business name as well as our personal? No, so the find a celebrant mechanism is set up based on your name, and that's how it's been built because your account is based on your name. But there's no reason why you can't have your business name and your Facebook page and your website link within your mini website. So in the about page, so a bit about you. So you can have your business name there, no problem. But the name is actually generated via the Find a Celebrant. So that's that one. Okay, so the getting your Facebook reviews over to your AFCC Mini website. So what you need to do is find your profile on the AFCC Mini website and just copy and paste. So you'll go in and put the couple's name, you'll put their email address, and you'll put in, excuse me, you'll just copy and paste over the content. So there's no link. Facebook are not interested in linking with the AFCC. They've got bigger fish than that, but there's no reason why you can't copy and paste. Make sure, actually just made me think too, make sure you do have reviews on your Facebook page. Don't be afraid of getting a negative review. Why? Because it shows that you're genuine, it shows that you're human, and it shows sometimes that we make mistakes. The problem is, or the opportunity is how you deal with it. So, of course, we don't want bad reviews. We want good testimonials because it allows people to see how awesome we are and the fantastic job that we do. But don't be scared of bad reviews because it's up to you to manage it. If you ever get a bad review, please contact me. I'm more than happy to give you a strategy on how to deal with that review. Sometimes I'm the first to admit it. I've done weddings where I just haven't clicked with the couple like I thought I would, or the mother of the bride thought I was hideous, but the couple thought I was fantastic, and the mother of the bride might leave a bad review. Again, her opinion, she's entitled to it, or they're entitled to it. It's how you deal with it. So absolutely more than happy to help you in that situation. And it's quite simple to deal with it. Again, if you get that situation, please let me know. In regards to I'm going back to the AFCC Mini website. You can't delete your reviews, but I can. If you get a review on there that you don't agree with, or they've been too harsh, or you don't think it's legit, let me know. Helpdesk at afcc.com.au or president at afcc.com.au, and I can immediately take it down. So that's easy. We've talked about the photos, so putting a name on your photo. It's the same when you upload it to social media, so Instagram or to Facebook. It's really important that you put keywords in the description as well, because when someone Googles something, Facebook are going to use that content. Although Facebook have billions of users, all of our content help boost Facebook up on a Google ranking search. So really important to look at that. I've already covered the Facebook. I talked the feedback. I've already covered that. So really important to, look at when people are engaging with you. Why are they engaging? When are they engaging? And just, change what you're doing if you don't think it's working. Good stuff. Excellent. And make sure that it's really important if you have a Facebook account, an Instagram account and a website and your AFCC meeting website, make sure it's singing the same song, make sure it's communicating the same way, make sure that you have consistency. Maccas don't make billions of dollars every year because they change everything. They don't make billions of dollars because their burgers are delicious. They make millions of dollars because they are consistent in their products around the world. Oh, let's not go around the world, probably too far, Ant. Around Australia. They are consistent in the product that they deliver. So, the language that they speak, no matter whether you come across it on social media or website, the language that they're talking is exactly the same. And we need to do the same thing. If you're saying something on your website and then you go onto social media and you're saying something completely different, it will interrupt the flow of your product. It'll interrupt the flow of your content. So really important that you're just saying the same thing, that you are actually having the same content on all of your platforms. Look, I've covered off heaps tonight, and this is going to be recorded, so you can re-watch it, and you can always email me. Does anybody have any questions? And I'm going to scroll through the questions just to see if anybody does have any questions. Jan, with if you're getting, when you do a boost your post, make sure that you go in and put in the area that you want to cover. Make sure you're only putting Australia. If you're getting people overseas, you just need to restrict that. And make sure that you're putting in the area that you want to see it. Sometimes when you boost a post, you don't want Australia to see it. Sometimes you only want to. I'm just looking. My son is here. Hello, buddy. Sometimes you want a target audience. Sometimes you do want everybody in Australia to see it. But make sure that you're updating those settings to make sure that you have done that. Jan, let me take that on board, and I'll find out why that's happening. I'll do some investigation on why you're getting outside. It could be that it could be that you have followings, like you have followers from overseas, so therefore they're getting to see that content as well. But let me have a look at that. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Marina, no, it doesn't. So I get a notification. All you need to do is just regularly check your reviews. So the question was, do you get an email when someone leaves a review on your page? We could have done that, but it was going to cost us thousands of dollars to have that set up. And we all change our email addresses too frequently, or some do change them frequently. So whether you change providers and those types of things, something that we can look at into the future. But definitely, revisit your website on a regular basis. Thank you. We're all awesome. We're all. I don't think there's anything. I don't think we're all. I don't think there's no such word as normal. We're all different. We're all unique, and we all offer something different, which is awesome. No problems, guys. That's fine. Should Insta hashtags be more local specific? Avoid. Yeah. Look, I found that if I keep my hashtags broad, I get people from India, America engaging, and I don't want them to engage with me. So yeah, you do. Maybe you need to put hashtag Australia, and that'll tell Instagram that you want to keep your post more localized. So make sure that you just, it might be that, I put in like Hunter Valley weddings rather than as well as weddings. So then it makes Instagram realize that I'm wanting to keep it more localized. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag marriage celebrant versus hashtag Perth celebrant. Yeah, so Kylie, definitely doing that allows you to get a more localized following or a more localized engagement than people overseas. No problem, that's fine. Perhaps a FAQ on this subject, like Jan's quote. Yep, absolutely. Yep, we can do that, Kerry. No dramas at all. Does anybody have any questions about? I know we've gone over time, but those that know me know that I love to talk and I'm passionate about helping others. So I'm always going to ramble on. But if you have any other questions, pop them in. If not, I'm going to wrap up. Look, we've got OPD happening right around the country, so be sure to book in your spot for your OPD. It's heavily discounted. It's $135. A lot of the sessions do book out, so be sure to book in your spot. And of course, the big, amazing conference is coming up from the 21st to 23rd of July on the Gold Coast. I'm super excited. I love conference, and I know that there's a heap of conference goers. Conference goers are people that come along to conference every year and love it, and they've been going for years and years and years. It's a great opportunity to learn from each other as well as the guest speakers, and I think that that's really a real powerful message that we can learn from each other. Look, guys, this is our pleasure. You know, these webinars, we want to do more of them. So if there's a topic that you'd like to know about, flick Kathy Pinson an email, education@afcc.com.au. I know she's got them planned for the year, but you know, we might add in extra ones, or we might have a cancellation and we can add something in. But look, I hope this has been informative. I hope that you've learned something that you can implement into your celebrancy business tomorrow. We are always here to help you. Make sure that you are on the AFCC closed Facebook page. We're nearly at 1,100 people on that page, which is phenomenal. It's so exciting. I'm great that it's informative. Look, yeah, exactly. Sylvia, I was really shocked about the open rate on emails and versus Messenger, and I think that that's a real key learning for us all. And I'm not saying that, you know, go away from emails. I'm just saying maybe look at Messenger as an alternative or an additional to your business. If you've got a bride that won't return your email, flick her a message on Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. Look, everybody, have an awesome night. Enjoy the weekend that's coming up. Hope you've all got weddings booked. Don't forget, jump on, update your AFCC Mini website so we can help each and every one of us get more market share in the celebrancy world. So enjoy. Excellent. And look, when I send out this video, I'll put some more hints and tips as well, and I'll put some more things in writing for you so you can see it rather than having to listen to my annoying voice. But have a good night, enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you at the next webinar. And as said, if you ever need anything from any of us, your Volunteer National Committee are here to help and engage with you. So have a great night, and thanks for logging in. Bye.